What's up? What we doing? What we left with? You good? All right, man. I definitely got to give a shout out to all the podcasters out there that can get up, sit in front of this camera, and talk, captivating conversation from 30 minutes to an hour. One thing I gotta say is that even if you have a co-host, you gotta have two people dedicated to dedicate themselves to a podcast, So that's hard to do. Little less if you got 2, 3, 4 people, right? Very, very difficult unless all those people are dedicated to, your podcast. Now, about being like a podcast, a single podcast, of that, I think a lot of podcasts run into a brick wall is guests. When you're a single podcast, they always be like special guests. Every episode, it brings a guest. When you run into a brick wall at is that either one, you can't find guests, or either two, you keep bringing on the same guests. And then at that point, they ain't even guests no more. That's like a regular person there. Special shout out to podcasters that can sit in front of this camera and make a captivated conversation for 30 minutes to an hour by themselves. I definitely agree that having a co-host and somebody else on your podcast makes it a lot easier. It do. I know that because y'all know my conjoined podcast, Untitled Forever, right? With the lovely, deceptively unique SS Rain. And that podcast is a lot easier. Like I sit down, I talk, and it be over with. So if you can sit down, turn on the camera, and make an episode, you're gonna be all right with this podcast. But if you're looking to run and have a guest every single episode, then you're gonna run into a big road. It's gonna be harder. It definitely is. That's why I personally base No Emotions to be, just 2 people. Well, 1 person and a fresh bulldog, Uzi. So that's why I did it, because I'm dedicated to it, and he's dedicated to whatever I'm dedicated to. And the right, Uzi. Wrap this up because we're getting into the Instagram clip. All right, Instagram clip. Come on, you want to drink some water? Listen. It takes an extra special person to get on a podcast and talk into a camera for an hour by themselves. Just me. I don't depend on no guests. I make up this content off my head throughout the week. Every single one of my episodes are planned out all the way to a T, from segment to segment. Everything is made, it's created. It's not just me sitting down just randomly talking at a camera. And at the end of the day, anybody that need guests every single day ain't never gonna beat me, because I do this shit by myself. So yeah, paper.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I asked you a question. What law is there say I got to like you?
No.
Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Now they say, don't they, that imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Oh man, that shit is perjury. Like, I respect that shit. And if you respect that shit, then fuck you too. Paper.